said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Illinois' offense will have the first crack at it in this one. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Dixon. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Right back to it. Running into the open space.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The play-action fake. They're working that left side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle, it's Clement. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Washington Huskies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And, Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique, too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on third down.
Washington sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Illinois offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Catch in the middle, it's Dixon. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Going to the running game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Grabs it in the middle. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll run the counter. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Touchdown, Illini! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Williams will pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Pulls it in. It's Dixon. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's Altmaier. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Clement. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. To the ground with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clement.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Arkin. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Illinois! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And this offense right now, they are doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the tailback. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Williams looking for a man. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Huskies will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's Moore. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Illinois gets us cranked back up on 1st down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Dixon. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got room on the return. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming out with a big interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Williams will pass. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Got a man. It's Green.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get it.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Catches it at the 15. Cover guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect this rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Williams looking for a man. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Huskies!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. Finds his tight end. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Quick spin on the run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Williams will pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Washington sends out the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. And some room to work. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Dixon. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Sets up the screen. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Illinois picked up the 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run it from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. The inside handoff. Turning it on. Touchdown Illini. And they take it in for 6 more points. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. But I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Got it in the middle, it's Green. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets into the 49-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off play action. Dances away to buy time. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Coleman. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Williams looking for a man. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Lawson.
Offside defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The offense set for a first down play. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Dixon. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Altmaier. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Evans. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Williams will pass. Got his man in the middle. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Evans. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Hold on just a second.
Personal
flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Williams looking for a man. Oh, they're after him. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Bringing the heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Hard running there. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. So that's low-scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dixon. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly to the tight end. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Hunt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. So now it's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Time to find the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. From the gun, the running back has it. Spins away from the defense. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. He's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. With the catch, it's Coleman. Bulldozes his way through. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Green. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Adams. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Williams will pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. How good have they been on 3rd down today? And another opportunity here on 3rd and goal. Moving away from pressure. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Look out, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. They'll wrestle it down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Offense scoops it up and still going. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a man on the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got out of trouble and throws. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Illinois! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gives it on the option. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. They'll try to outflank him with the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. It's Evans. There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Give him 6. Touchdown, Huskies.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The sure hands, it's Evans. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff, it's Coleman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. You want to talk about right on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. And the Huskies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. Inside the 25. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Williams will pass. Quickly complete. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Washington will snap it in the red zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. A first down for the offense. To the ground, he's got it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. Makes the grab. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Dixon. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Line gets set. 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A strike downfield. On the move at the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He'll do it himself. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snatches it on the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Dixon.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Lost to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Clement. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Lost to throw on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Under fire. Get it out on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Illini. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.